Real fast, let's talk laws. What is intent homicide and what ain't? Well, meaning attentional homicide means that they didn't intend to kill the person. There was no plan. There was no plot to kill someone. There was an accident. That person died, so it became a homicide without intent. Now I'm watching a lot of YouTubers and watching, even checked out even up churches, and they're all like, "What does that mean? That there was? It's still a homicide, yes, but there was no intent to kill." You understand? It could have been a car accident. We don't know. It could have been somebody maybe ran her up. We don't know the truth because the case is still open. But intent means that there was a plan to do something deceivious to somebody. And then there's just homicide without intent, meaning it was an accident. No meaning to kill anybody, hurt anybody. It was an accident. Still homicide. You know, it would have been just an accident if Miss Rodney survived or whatever. But uh, being that she did pass away, that is still a homicide, but there was no intent. Okay. Now, does that make sense to some people? Probably not. But if there was an accident out there, it, it was just that. It was an accident. And because of that accident, someone died. They didn't intend for anyone to get killed, but if it was, now, like I said, Miss Miss Little Miss Kylie Rodney could have made a bad call that night, and it was by her own mistake, and everybody is hoping that it's that instead of something devious. So, for you folks out there that don't know law, that is the law. Uh, I did see him even on Upchurch's channel talking about it, and I was like, these guys, they're bickering because they don't know what intent means. Intent means that you planned to kill somebody. That would be intent homicide. You plotted, you created something to deliberately hurt somebody. That's homicide with intent, meaning you meant to do what you did, you know. And that's the difference between homicide and intent, you know, when it comes to accidents, you know. And you know what? That one investigator that was on YouTube the other night uh, is right. It could have been an accident and a homicide occurred, but it wasn't intent, meaning it wasn't some big plan, plot. They didn't mean to if something happened, they didn't mean for it to happen. It was an accident. So yeah, I agree with them on that. The rest of them with all their stuff, you know, hey, Upchurch has got some good points, but other people have some good points too. I'm not a Upchurch hater or nothing like that, and Upchurch has been in the spotlight way before uh, Kylie Rodney's case with his life and being sued by all kinds of women and yada yada yada. So, I'm not a basher. I'm just saying, know your law. That's all. And I don't even know all my law. But that's what intent homicide means, you know. And that investigator said he He believes it was a homicide, but it wasn't intentional. It wasn't intent. And that means they didn't plan to hurt anybody if there was a homicide. Obviously, there is because they found a body. So, and that's it. Everybody is pulling off the case for the family's wishes. And that's pretty much it. But know your law. Everybody's saying, well, you know, these people are slandering and uh, uh, using people's names, and a slander, and that is totally different. You got to prove that somebody is totally wrecking your life, and you can't go out your door without people with pitchforks and everything, calling people's works and getting them fired, and that's slander and whatever else they call it. Just because you make an opinion on somebody don't mean it's a proven fact. It's your opinion, your theory. And what I see on YouTube is they're trying to stop that. Now the big topic on YouTube is you know, should we, are these people right? We should just keep our mouth shut and not say anything uh, about these cases on YouTube, being that now people are going to try and get slander, and well, it's all to me, it's all a racket. Anyways, if someone could get $1 out of you for free, they're going to do it. So that's what it means for you people that are confused on intentional homicide and just homicide, an accident. Uh, and they change that depending on the person that was involved. And we're not saying anything was them because I don't have the proof in front of me. So I don't know. But if there was someone involved and they did show grieving or show remorse, well, of course, the judge and the lawyers and the police and everything say, hey, it was just an accident. We don't believe these people really tried to hurt her or whatever happened, and it was an accident or whatever. And they go a little bit lenient on them for that. Still a homicide. Still, they caused it. They caused the accident. If it was something like that, once again, I'm saying I don't know because the case is still open. But the talk on YouTube and everything, if it was an accident, you know, it's still a homicide caused by that accident, but it was not intentional. There was no plan. Hey, we're just going to all get in the car and drive right into the lake. It was an accident probably without intent to cause stuff. But if that was the case and there was someone with her, well, then you got cover up because then it got bigger. The whole thing on YouTube got bigger with all the stuff, theories, uh, opinions, and stuff like that. And then you got people that might have knew, but wanted to try and cover it up. Grandkid, I don't know, government official. Yeah, it's possible. I'm not saying that's what happened, but is it possible? I believe so. But once again, I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm waiting for the investigation to be done. When the FBI and CIA, or not CIA, FBI and the police and autopsy and toxicology, when it all comes back, they'll let people know, this was an accident or it was something other, and we're closing the case. And that's up to the family if they want to disclose any information, being that she's a minor. Well, that might happen. We don't know. So there you go. That's law. How did I learn that? I don't know. I've been watching for 5, 6 years now. Watching these crime channels on YouTube. Uh, and I don't comment very much in these YouTube chat rooms. Uh, and yeah, so that is intent with of a homicide or whatever. You know, a death is planning it, and that's what that investigator was trying to say. But for some reason, some people on YouTube don't understand law, and he said yes, there very well could have been an accident, and she went into the water, but it was not intentional, meaning they didn't plan it, stage it, you know. But like I said before, is that possible? Yeah, but we don't know. You know, we don't know the truth until we get all the proof. And I doubt it if we'll ever get it, being she was a minor and everything. So, case is shutting down, and eventually one day we'll find out. You know, my condolences to the family, and their wishes is for everyone to stop making videos. So, uh, yeah, yeah, it's real. For those people that think it ain't real, I don't know what to tell. How many more kids need to come up missing or hurt or kidnapped or whatever before America wakes up and says this is real? It is real. It ain't no, you know, it's real life. I don't know. So there you guys go. Intentional homicide and just a homicide are different. Or if you use the slang in the law, intent, or intention. So there you go. And not everybody is bashing up church. It's like I don't know, crazy stuff, but uh, get it straight when it comes to the laws. All right, you folks, have a good night. Be safe. And like Raphael has a uh, question real quick. Johnny, if you are a passenger in a car and a cop pulls the car over for dark window tint, do you have to show the cop your ID? I would. Oh yeah, I would show him my ID. Why is it with people? Hey, I'm pulling you over for dark windows. All right, dude. Here's my ID. Here's my driver's license. You know, I can go ahead and tell him, dude. Are you kidding me? I mean, really? Yeah. All right. Then we're gonna give you a warning. Okay, no biggie. Here's my license, dude. But today, people want to cause a big. It's against my right. It's against this. I let cop pulls you over. Why don't people just go along with it? Man, here you go. Give me my ticket. You know, give me if you're a passenger. Yeah, I would. Why? Because if I'm not doing anything wrong, I have nothing to hide. Here's my driver's license. Write me the ticket, a warning, whatever, and I'll be on my way, officer. Please be safe walking back to the vehicle. And can you kind of make it snappy or whatever? Yeah. I don't know why people, I don't know, something that could have been a 5 minute uh, traffic stop turns into a giant fiasco with this is my rights, and then you don't want to cooperate. And then there's a thing called not cooperating with an officer. And then I don't understand people. Thank God I'm older uh, because when I was young, I was the same way. I can't lie about it. And when I was a young man, get pulled over, automatically you think that they're out to get you. And that's not always the fact. And I learned that by cooperating, a 5 minute traffic stop, you're out of there compared to 30 minutes. And then they pull you out of the car, and then they got to tear your car apart, and then they lock you up, take you down. Now it's hours and hours, maybe overnight before you see the judge. So that's why I tell these younger kids, pull over. What were you doing? Speeding. Okay, get the ticket, idiot. Instead of trying to kill somebody or hurt yourself or somebody because you're driving like an idiot, take the ticket and be on your way. But today, I don't know what it is. And I want to thank God for showing me the way. I guess I've grown up a little bit. I guess I'm going to take down all this concert posters, all these lights, all the concert posters in my bedroom, all the movie stuff, all the bear lights, everything, because I'm growing up now. I'm a big boy now. I know what people are saying. You're 50. I know. I finally matured my brain. Why give the police something to charge you with more? So if you get pulled over, even if it is because the cop thinks your windows are too dark or you didn't have a turn signal on or whatever, you're speeding. Okay, yeah, okay, sir. If you could write me the ticket, sir, and I'll be on my way. Thank you. Maybe I was speeding. Thanks for reminding me. Or maybe you didn't have a seatbelt on. Thanks for uh, making me put my seatbelt on. Hey, really, when you think about it, a seatbelt could save your life. I don't know. And with the gas prices right now, driving 55 is probably the smart thing to do. But everyone thinks different. That's fine with me. If I'm not guilty of anything, then why would I put up a fight if the police came to me and said, "Can I have your ID?" What did I do wrong? Well, whatever the situation is, but you have ID. Sure, there you go. Whatever it is, then hey, I'll be on my way. Thank you, sir. I don't know. But anyways, I get pulled over all the time. Yeah, I'm just got sucker written on my head, I guess they think. I don't know. But there's my thing on intent and just homicide and intentional homicide. For you folks that don't know law, there it is. And I know there's a lot of you out there that don't understand it. It was still a homicide. Yes, it was. But it was an accidental homicide, meaning there wasn't intent to hurt that young lady. It was an accident homicide. If that's the case, I don't know. But I guess all these other YouTubers know something I don't know, because it's still an ongoing case as far as I'm concerned, until they come out and say the case is done, over with. But it is for me, because the family wishes for people to stop making videos that she's not real, and this is all a bunch of, that was, I don't know why people would do that, you know. And she was, and then the videos that them idiots made saying that she was found naked and everything, putting that out. You know, if that's true, that should have left, that should have, they shouldn't have put that out. You know, if it is true, you know, you have to respect the family. And for two, if it is true, how did these people know before the police have even come out and said anything? That's right, Raphael. There are accidents where people have died and no one was charged because it was an accident. And there was no intentions to hurt anybody. You know, there's been people that have died at work and other people be there and an accident happened. And that's exactly what it was just an accident. And there's been nobody charged in certain cases. So there are things, and like I said, the court, the judge, the psychiatric people, and all that, they'll take that in consideration. Uh, you know, if they don't see any remorse uh, or anything of feeling bad, even though they were not guilty of it, you know, you know, it's called mourning. People react different to death. We all do. There you go. I'm done. And I'm going to wait for the outcome. It's the same thing with the Delphi case, Summer Wells case, and so many more that we've been watching on YouTube. Uh, they're at that point in the case where you'll drive yourself nuts going through theories, and it's just best to wait until the proof is out there. Oh, and for you Creek Squad, whatever they call themselves, Creek Squad, nobody is stalking Upchurch. Nobody is trolling Upchurch. Upchurch got caught trolling other channels. Upchurch was the troll. Creek Squad was the troll. How did they turn it around where now everyone is saying that Upchurch is getting trolled and attacked and Creek Squad is? I don't know how they did it. I don't know. I really don't care. But I thought there was already YouTubers that came out and said Upchurch was the one that was trolling our channels. And I believe it, because that's part of publicity with Upchurch. And people bought it. Trolling means he watched for a while and he picked and chose what chats he went into and what channels he went on, because he watched to see who was saying bad things or who was saying good things on the crime community channels. He planned it. Publicity. He's his own publicity guy. He's not dumb. That's my opinion. That's just my opinion. He's trolled everybody that made a video about, I wouldn't doubt his Summer Wells case and uh, Gabby Petito. He started getting in on that, I think. And then Kylie Rodney. And you know what's sad is some of us are like, some of the stuff the kid is saying is plausible, is a possibility. But the way he went about it, if there was any proof to this or anything before the government had a chance to investigate it and get a handle on things and find out, okay, who you talking about, kid? Keep your mouth quiet and we'll check into it. And, I just think maybe he handled it a little bit wrong. Now he's saying that he knows stuff that if the FBI comes out and says anything, that he'll know before everyone else. I don't know. Maybe we might be looking at the next Elvis. I'm not trying to bash the kid. I don't know how he gets his information or intel. It's obvious he's not working for the FBI. I mean, I just find that ridiculous. But hey, go with the kid. If it gets you views, subs, go with it, But be respectful to the family. And I'm going to be respectful to Kylie Rodney's family. And I'm backing out of this thing with my opinions, theories, and in these chats. And there ain't nobody jealous of Ryan Upchurch. They keep bringing that up in these chats. I'm like, what is wrong? Why would people be upset at Ryan Upchurch or jealous? We're not jealous. People think your opinion is, well, look at, he's jealous. No, Ryan Upchurch is in the spotlight for bad things that women are saying about him. I don't know if it's true or not. I wasn't there. I don't know. This whole clout chasing, well, it could be. I don't know. But there is a lot of people saying his actions on a certain channel towards a woman and getting violent and throwing stuff around kind of adds up with what they were claiming. And, as an investigator, a YouTube investigator, not real, a couch potato investigator that's been watching these cases for the past 6 years. Yeah, I mean, it just, it don't, to me, it just, it's weird. All the decoding, all the scribbly stuff, there's a lot of cases out here recently that there was notes left behind and little diagrams and stuff, and the government's watching. I don't know. Maybe he should go on the Delphi case. The Delphi case, they left a letter or a note with a bunch of scriggly stuff on it and backwards writing and decoding. Let them look at that. I don't know. Give the kids something to do. I don't know. Johnny, if you were walking down the street with a mic stand and someone called 911 saying you are carrying a rifle, are you going to show the cops your ID? Yeah. I don't understand why people don't want to get the situation over with instead of, for one, I probably would crap my pants because they probably would have showed up, guns drawn, drop whatever you got in your hands. And if you're an idiot and don't drop your stuff in your hands, and you even make any kind of move towards a police officer, and he's not sure if that's a weapon or not, that officer is going to take that shot. because he wants to go home at night. He's human. He ain't a robot. If he was a robot, like I want to put out on the streets, well, then he would be able to detect if that was a weapon or a mic stand. And then he probably would have told the guy carrying the mic stand, put the mic down and give me your best James Brown impression. Give him the ID. Even though you are in the right, why cause commotion and more troubles because you want to battle them now about an ID? Hey, I didn't do anything wrong, dude. I was walking down the street. It's a mic stand. I'll show you. Here you go. I wouldn't be walking down the street with a rifle, open. It would at least be in a carrying bag or a case. So I would say, sure, no problem, officer. Here's my ID. And here, pop my trunk. Here you go. Here's the keys. Go right ahead. Well, they check it out. There ain't nothing there. Someone called and said, yeah, no problem, sir. I'm glad someone did call. It could have been a rail rifle. It could have been a nut job. Thank you, sir, for my ID. If there's nothing else you need, have a good day. And I'll be on my way, sir. Thank you. And boom, out of there. If they asked me for my ID, I'd give them my ID. If they don't ask me for my ID and there was a mistake, do you need my ID? No. All right, I'm out of here. I got nothing to hide. And people that have nothing to hide ain't worried about giving a police officer their ID. But some people are. Some people were raised different. That it's our constitutional right to do these things. And all right, it's my constitutional right to cooperate with the police over a stupid thing like a speeding ticket or tinted windows or even a mic stand that was accidentally mistaken for a rifle. And could people have made that mistake? Well, it does depending on if it was a tripod mic stand. If it was an old mic stand where it came with the metal circle base on it, well, that would be more obvious to determine that it was a mic stand. But when you fold the tripod boom mics up, or even a regular tripod mic stand, and you break it down, it does sort of look like 50 cal possibly from a distance. Sure. Now, it could have been that somebody, whoever called the police, Raphael, maybe he was jealous because that guy could have been a smooth operator that day. We don't know. But that concludes my lesson on law to you folks. Intent and just homicide are different. And I agree with that investigator that he's not saying that there was even a homicide, that he possibly believes it could have been an accident. And so do many of us. Until you can prove homicide, then it's different. Then we're all on board with the homicide and get the bad people. But till then, I'm thinking that this might have been just an accident. Maybe. My opinion. Is it possible? Yes. And I'm afraid now that YouTube crime community will not accept it. And there will be videos being made for years probably on this case until the truth comes out. But like I said, I don't think these people will handle it. It was just something as simple as that little young lady made a mistake by her own hands, maybe. And that's it. But till then, I'm going to respect the wishes of the family and and I think I'm done with this. And these people are making videos left and right. We're talking 8 videos a day. A couple of these channels have gone 8 hours a day straight for 8 hours. I was like, holy cow. That's every day for the past, I don't know how long, week and a half. That's just, wow, that's a lot of YouTube. I don't know. I don't know. But now, see, people would say I'm stupid because I would rather, if I know I'm innocent and haven't done nothing, and in my heart I know I'm innocent. Hey, if I was speeding and I know I was speeding, and that cop pulled me over and said you were speeding, and I got the proof. Hey, I was speeding, officer. My apologies. Here is my ID and my insurance, and I was speeding. Can you write me the ticket? And I could be on my way, sir. Be safe walking back to your car because some of these people can't see. Then I went to the grocery store yesterday and pulled in the same time someone was pulling in in the same spot, but the parking lot, 2 cars face each other. So I was pulling in the same time they were. I stopped in time, but it was a lady, older, and she kept going forward. She hit the front of my car. Thank God there's no damage, but she got out. Oh my God, I'm sorry. No problem, ma'am. It don't look like there's any damage to it. You were going pretty slow, but she said she couldn't see. The sun was in her eyes. But people would say I'm crazy for cooperating with the police and giving them my identification when I don't need to. Hey, give them the identification. It just makes things a lot faster. And if you're innocent, you're innocent. The law will prove that you're innocent. You know, the court, the situation, whatever, the lawyer. I don't know. I would rather get pulled over, give them my license. You weren't wearing a seatbelt or whatever. All right, you got me. You know, if I know I wasn't wearing a seatbelt. If I was wearing a seatbelt and he said, I seen you and you didn't have no seatbelt on, well, then you can argue with them about it, you know. But common sense. If you were speeding, you were speeding. If your windows are too dark and tinted and the cop can't see inside the car and he pulls you over for a warning or a ticket, I'd rather give him the license and the registration and the insurance card and say, here you go, dude, write the ticket and I'll be out of here. But people don't see it that way. I don't know. But I'm out of here. And I'm not going to be making all these crazy videos about Kiely Rodni no more. You know, not crazy, but you know, I'm done with it. Family wants it put to rest until things are done or whatever. And you know, what can you do? Got to respect the family. No, I don't care. I don't have no warrants, no legal warrants for me. The police know right where I'm at. You know, the police know where I'm on disability. The government has all my information. If they were looking for me for anything, it would be very easily for the police to find me. I live in a very small town, and there's 2 or 3 2 police departments, the town police department and sheriff's police, Indiana sheriff's out here. And there is no warrants. And if there was anything major other than a traffic warrant or something for a ticket or something, they'll wait until you make a mistake and then pick you up for a traffic warrant or something like that, or murder or whatever, unless you're really, really wanted. If you're really, really wanted real bad by the government, they know exactly where you already live, and they'd come knocking on your door early in the morning. So I'm not too worried about it because I'm a law-abiding citizen. So some things it does pay to be a law-abiding citizen. For crazy stuff like I've been seeing on YouTube, it pays to be a law-abiding citizen. It pays to stay home. If it's showing me anything, all the madness on YouTube, it pays to stay home. In the world we live in right now, it pays to stay home right now as much as you can. It just, something ain't right in our country right now. Hopefully God fixes it. If not, we might just have to let it run its course. Whatever it is, alien, I don't know. Yeah. Godzilla, whatever it may be, Bigfoot. Let it run its course and try and stay as safe as you can. That's all I can say. So no, I don't have no problem giving my information out if I was pulled over by the police. There you go. Take it. Can you please hurry up? I got something to do. Write the ticket or whatever. I was speeding in. I clocked you at 56 and a 35. All right. I believe it. I was in a hurry. And I believe it. I'm not going to argue with you. Can you write the ticket? I'll be on my way. So there's your question or answer, Raphael. And I do care about my privacy and stuff, but privacy and getting pulled over by the police for being in the passenger seat of a car for whatever reason, I might be totally innocent, but the driver is a madman behind closed doors, and you just happen to be with them that day at the wrong time, wrong place. Yeah. Have I seen people walk away because they didn't know what was going on, and they were just passengers in a vehicle, but had no clue what was going on. And the police, after checking things out, finally, well, this guy just was at the wrong place at the wrong time, and they released that person. Yeah. There ain't no warrants or anything on them. I don't know. I'm just talking like I've watched too much crap on this law crap and police stuff and everything. I'm sick of it. I need to break myself from it. How do these people watch death 24/7 and cases of corruption and evil people? I don't know. I can't do it. I don't want to do it. I need to break myself. I'm glad of one thing. I'm glad that they found Kiely Rodni, and it ain't over. There's many more to be found, but I can't deal with it no more. It's mad. When some of the stuff that Upchurch said starts to make sense, it's time for a break, because some of the stuff that he did say is possible, but some of the stuff was complete not right. So Yeah, it's time for me to take a little break from all this. Because they will attack you. I can guarantee you that. I wouldn't doubt it if they're got their voodoo dolls out right now and they're magic men. And like Raphael said in my last video, it's probably witchery and sorcery, most likely. Raphael, you might be right. Who knows? Other than that, you folks have a good night. I am done. And the madness continues on YouTube with the Kylie Rodney case. Even more, even the mother coming out and saying she wishes that some of these people on YouTube would stop making videos and accusations, knowing what they know, supposedly that they don't know, has caused even more of a feeding frenzy. And it's a pattern, and I don't like it, and I don't want it. Sorry, folks. But maybe this is why I can't. I don't know. But I think I'm done with it for a while. And now I need to find something else to watch. And you know what I watch? When I want to get away from the madness and the mayhem, I watch these vanners and construction stuff uh, and sometimes I watch a very calm and sensible uh, woman on YouTube just to get away from the madness of crime and being attacked by people because you're have an opinion or you're in these chat room investigation channels or whatever. We've all been attacked physically, mentally, verbally. We've all had death threats. I've had people call my house threatening me. Actually left voice messages on my machine. Nut jobs. I don't know. Really, I shouldn't say that. They need help. You know, I don't know. I don't have 12 TVs. Raphael. I don't have 12. I got 3 TVs, Raphael. That's it. I don't have 12. The heck would I do with 12 TVs? But anyways, I don't care. Okay, I'll go along with your thing, Raphael. I got 12 TVs. I don't care. People are like, why do you I don't just go along with it. It's all part of the movie skit anyways. All right, you folks have a good night. Be safe. Want to thank Raphael for stopping in. Some good questions, Raphael. You're one of the greats here. But I'm done with crime. I don't even want to watch it anymore. I'm actually thinking about unsubbing from many, many crime channels that I sub to. And you know what happened the other night? I was watching, I had 4 tabs pulled up, watching different lives on the Kylie Rodney case. And I accidentally went into a chat and thought I was on another chat. And went into another chat and I thought I was in another chat and started typing, talking to people. And the people in that chat were like, what are you talking about? And then I had to look and I was like, oh, shoot. I'm in the wrong chat. Sorry. They're like, how are you watching so much? I got tabs. See, I could pull up another tab. See? And then I go to YouTube again and open it and watch another channel. Sometimes I got 3, 4, sometimes 5 different lives going at one time, watching them. It sucks. And I made a mistake last night, went into a chat that we were talking about something totally different in another chat, and I accidentally went into another chat. And they were like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Oh, nothing, nothing, nothing." And then I looked to see what chat I was in. I was like, "Son of a gun, I'm in the wrong chat." And I had to take my message down. YouTube is, these creators are trying to direct. It's a mass brainwash, if you ask me. You can't retract your message. You can't delete a video. You can't. You're dirty. Delete. What are you talking about? I can do whatever I want. It's my channel. For one, I live in America. It's freedoms. I can say and do whatever I want as long as I ain't hurting nobody physically. But they claim that there's certain things you can and cannot do on YouTube. And I'm like, it's my channel. If I want to make a video and delete this video, it's like a YouTube world with their own laws and their own mayors and their own kings and queens and dynasties. And I'm like, these people are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Now they're all talking serial killers, and I hope it ain't Captain Crunch, because I love that cereal. But if it is Captain Crunch, then Captain Crunch is a serial killer. I don't know. If the facts and the proof shows it, that's what it is. But for these people to come out and tell you what you can't and can't say, now they want to attack people just for their opinions. Some people were out there trying to even help Upchurch. He's a good guy. He's funny. The kid's got talent, but he needs help. He needs help before it gets way out of hand. And they attack you for it. You're jealous. Jealous. What does jealous have to do with anything when he's destroying his own? He's created his own fame, and slowly but surely, he's destroying his own fame by doing what he's doing. He's derailing his own train. He's acting not right. Very suspicious. Some people are thinking in other chat rooms and other creators, like, almost something ain't right. And I could sit back and watch and say, I agree with them. Something just ain't right. And today I couldn't understand it when on his live he was telling people, no, the FBI ain't going to do this, because if that was the truth and FBI was, they would have called me and told me. I'm like, oh, jeez. That's how things get more crazier. It's his own publicity. And the kid's smart, and everybody bought it and ate it up. And the kid is the next Machiavelli. That whole thing, create your own, Tupac, all the rappers, Machiavelli that faked his death, but really didn't, and all that mysterious stuff. And I don't know, what can you do? There's nothing I can do. He's his own man with his own money, and he's got a bunch of people around him that ain't going to tell him no. because they're afraid they'll get fired, which they probably would. And he's paying their paychecks. So what do? Whatever the boss says, that's what you do. You don't tell the boss anything. So, yeah, I agree with some of these YouTubers. That's what it seems like, but who cares? Ain't none of our business. And now we got the mother of Kylie saying, people should just mind their own business. All right. Hello, Bella. How you doing? So, yeah, it's a crazy situation. I think I'm done with the crime uh, channels and all the madness. And do I believe they drove people mad? Yeah, I think some of these channels had trolls that were attacking people, espionage, spies. You think they're your friends? They're not. They were sent here from somewhere else. It's just devious. I'm done with it. I'm going to go back to other stuff, comedy, music, movie stuff, or whatever. And I'm done with the crime. It's just too mad. And too many groups together, too many channels, too many people. Some of these people got 10, 20 YouTube channels. It's almost like, here, I'm going to open this YouTube channel, but you're going to run it. And then they get another person to run another channel. It's a monopoly. And then they direct and tell you who and what you can say and what you can't say in their chats, almost like a dictator. Hello, Bella. How you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything's going good for you. It is a mess. I'm done too. Yeah, I'm done with it, man. Give me a woman and a guitar and some good food, and yeah, I've had enough of that crap. That'll drive you nuts. Yeah. All right. Anything else you folks want to know, or anything else? Please, Mr. Fantasy, play us a song, something we can all dance to. Well, you are the reason, or that's an old Blind Melon tune. Please, Mr. Fantasy. All right, this has been an hour video. So I am done with the crime community and all the scenarios. We will find out what happened to that little lady here soon. And that's pretty much it. Does anyone have any other questions out there? No? All right. So there you go. I cleared up of people asking what is intent, right? And what's the difference between just homicide? It's still a homicide. Yes, it is a homicide. But it was a homicide that was not planned or intended or intentional. So that is the difference. There you go. I hope you folks have a good night. What time is it? It is 10:30 at night. I might be back here in a little while with another video. We got some storms coming in. I might just do a chat video here in a little while. But some channels I sub to that sing and dance and I'll do other things is coming on, so I might watch that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. But I am going to stay away from the crime community for a while, certain channels. And I need a break. Miss Bella, thanks for stopping in if you're still out there. Of course, Raphael. And anyone else that sees this video. And I will be back here shortly.